friends, it's Lydia here on YouTube on my channel Paint and Create with Lydia. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, I do have a few more videos that you can watch. I am just starting out, so I would appreciate having some friends on here with me. I am making, it's like a little busted canvas, but instead it's actually a little busted card. So I had this cute little print, a Halloween or fall with this cute little pup. And I'm just adding some glue. I did put it on cardstock to make it a little sturdier. Now, as always, as you go along, you realize, I could have done things differently. So I am measuring some scrap paper, about the same size, and you need 2 papers, or if you have the reversible kind, then you just need 1. So I cut these 2 together, but I'm using my pinking shears, and I would have done it with my regular shears. Then I would have done the pinking at the very end altogether. So because it was just a little harder to align it all. And I did cut outside my line because I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. So just cut it to the size of your card, but because I was pinking it, I wanted to cut it slightly bigger because the pinking, edges would take up some room. So I am just re-correcting, the size of my card there. And now I'm going to glue those 2 pieces of scrapbook paper together. Just putting one over the other. And see, now you could go back and do your pinking shears cutting. Would have saved me a little step or 2, but no worries. It all worked out in the end. And now you pick, so I'm just checking, making sure it's more or less the same size, trimming it a bit. And then you pick which side of your paper you want to be on the outside and which one you want to be on the type that you curl out. Right now I'm just measuring. I'm trying to find my center. I'm not too fussy. And I wish I had better scissors, but it worked. You can also use an X-Acto knife to get the middle started, and you cut it into a cross, just like you do the busted canvases. But this would make a cute card to mail out, or also a cute card for your journals. And I'm just seeing if I need to cut it a little more. I want to make sure I get the whole view of the puppy and also the cute little banner that says fall. I do not remember where I got this paper from. I apologize. But you can use, any type of paper you have. Even a postcard. Just curling it up. Now you can just fold them back a little bit and tack it. If I had my glue tool with me, I would have used that and just dabbed it with a little hot glue to keep them in place. But again, I'm still seeing, if I have to make any adjustments. But if you don't like the curl look, you could just kind of do one curl back and tack it onto that paper. I think the colors look really well here. The orange and that like tealish blue, because it picks up the colors in the card. I think it's adorable, but we're not done. So you can go ahead and ink the edges. I had a busy day yesterday, and today is Sunday, and I decided I am just going to craft today. What are you doing today? Have you tried one of these before? Let me know. I hope you follow me on Facebook. My page name there is Paint Party with Lydia, Lydia. I changed it to Paint and Create on YouTube. Probably should have kept it all the same name, but I just didn't want everyone to think that I just did paint parties. So just tacking that down. It took a little while to tack it down, but again, if you have a glue gun, you feel free to use that. It would work a little quicker. And at first I was just going to kind of leave my card like this, but then I thought, how else can I embellish it? So I will be doing some embellishing. Look how cute it is already. Just trimming up again. And I'm just kind of making that look a little more weathered instead of having a bright white background. Now I'm looking for little stickers. I thought it needed a little something else there, so I'm trying to pick something, it doesn't stand out too much, but that you can see. And these are always tricky. I got that one on the first try. Wow, imagine that. Sometimes I don't use those stickers because they're a little tricky. Well, I wasn't so lucky with the first one. I'm looking for my little pin on my needle. And this one took a little longer. Yep, took a little longer. And here we go. Put that up there. And now I just trim it off. And then I thought I was done. But because I do some journaling, to me it wasn't quite done yet. So I'm like, what can I put up here? It was calling for something. So I decided to use some ribbons. And it's like a yarn. So it's like, that little fuzzy yarn and eyelash yarn type mix. So I'm putting some together. Then I don't know if I'm going to make a knot, or I ended up just tying it with one of the little yarn pieces, kind of making it look like a tassel. Now I'm like, okay, how am I going to clip it here? And I remembered I had these tiny little, trying to get a button there. I found a smaller button, and then I decided to use a little teeny tiny clothespin to just hold it together. There's other ways you could attach it. And now I decided I'm going to add some little beads, just things I had actually right by my side. You don't see me putting all the beads in because, sometimes they're a little more time consuming, just threading them and all. But I'll show you a picture at the end. I think it turned out really cute. What do you think? Are you going to try one? Let me know. Please follow.